everyone, it's Vicky James's mum. Sorry it's been a while since I've seen you last. I've been really busy. We've been fishing. Now we've got seafood business, so we've been fishing a lot. We've been fishing 7 days a week, and we've opened a seafood stall in Jersey now. So we've been really busy with that, but I'll tell you all about that later. It's very exciting. We're loving doing it. We're meeting some amazing people, some lovely customers. So today I'm going to cook a dish for you called Coquilles Saint-Jacques. It's a dish, a seafood dish with fresh scallops. I don't know if you call them scallops or scallops. We call them scallops, but I think a lot of people call them scallops. So here you go. They're a mollusk. So those are our fresh scallops. So we use those, and also I'm going to add a twist for our Coquilles Saint-Jacques. It's a French dish created in France. I'm going to add our white hand-picked crab meat. Now this comes from a brown crab. This comes from a brown crab called Shanker crab. We actually won an international award for this called the Great Taste Award. So look the Great Taste Awards up, because we're so proud. And Jersey Seafood, who we are, we won the Great Taste Awards, and we won 2 stars for our hand-picked Jersey Shanker crab meat. So it's really tasty. You can smell the sea from it. It's just stunning. So we're going to start off. So basically, a Coquilles Saint-Jacques is a white wine sauce with the scallops and well, I'm adding the Shanker crab. That's not normal, but I'm just adding a twist to it. And then we have fried mushrooms and onions that we add as well. So first of all, I'm going to start off by melting the butter in a frying pan. Woo. There we go, and start the onions and the mushrooms just to cook those off. I wouldn't say fry them off, we're just going to cook them off. So they're going to go in there, if you can see that. There you go, whoops, put my pan over. So there you go, they're just in there. I'm just going to gently stir those and fry those off for you. And whilst those are frying off, I'm going to tell you about the white wine sauce. So the white wine sauce, I have done this for you before, a lovely white wine sauce. So if you look at some of my past videos, I can't remember which ones they were, but anyway, I've done a white wine sauce before. So basically, a white wine sauce is butter and flour and obviously your white wine, and you just mix it together. So, and you have to keep stirring on the heat to make sure it doesn't go lumpy. But I'm going to get James and Millie to put a recipe on for white wine sauce for you so you can get that correct. So what it is today, I've got here for my white wine sauce, which I've sort of started going. I'm just going to boil some water, and then I'm going to add my mix, which I've already done, which is my flour mix. So I'm going to add that to that, and then we have some white wine. I know it's quite a bit, but that's what you need for white wine sauce to make it really, really taste. So you need to have your whisk ready as well for your white wine sauce, because you don't want it to go lumpy. So it's a bit of coordination, this one. So that's frying off nicely. So the mushrooms are frying off lovely. There we go. Like that, they're coming on nice. I'll just show you. They're beautiful. You see them all? Move them to the top. So they're frying off nice. They smell delicious as well when they're frying off. Really, they're so yummy. Anyway, so the water's boiling now. So I'm going to add my prepared mix, which is my flour. Now, like I said, I'll get James to put a recipe on for this, because I'm going to add my wine, because you can start it in a frying pan. There's the wine added, so it's already stirring away. So you have to really mix this. Once you've got it heated, I'll show you now, it really starts to thicken up, this sauce. It smells delicious. So I'm just going to turn the heat down on this sauce now and keep mixing it. Sorry you can't see that with the sauce. I'll just turn the camera a bit, maybe. There you go, you can just see it now. So that's stirring, that's really thickened up lovely. You do it lots of different ways, with adding water, white wine, and then, I don't know if everyone does this, but people sometimes make it with milk, but I add some fresh cream. This is Jersey fresh cream from our Jersey cows, double cream. So I just like to add a pinch of the cream, because it's just, well, a drop, not a pinch of the cream. And that is absolutely beautiful, that white wine sauce. Also, you can add, it's preference again, I've got some salt and some cayenne pepper, so I add a bit of, not too much, just a little pinch of cayenne pepper. and a little bit of salt, not a lot, because you don't want to overpower it. So that's really lovely. So that's just, now it's beautiful, that sauce. I wish you could smell it. I wish you were here in the kitchen with me. I always say that, don't I? But that is stunning. Can you see the thickness, the consistency? It's not too thick, not too runny. It's just a nice consistency. So there we go. So here we go, the onions and the mushrooms, as you can see. Let's get that back in. It's frying off nicely, so we just need them to turn that up a little bit. Just fry them a little bit more. You don't have to use mushrooms, but it's very nice to use mushrooms, so but it's good. So here we go. That's so lovely. So they're frying off gorgeous. I love mushrooms and I love fried onions, so it's a must. And then I'm going to add the scallops, or scallops, as whatever you say. So here we've got the scallops with the roe. Can you see the roe there? Now, not all the, in the scallop season, sometimes they have roe, sometimes they don't. But in this season, as we are at the moment, they've got the roe, which is, I like the roe. Some people don't like the roe, they cut it off, but no, I love the roe. And Jonathan, James's stepdad, loves the roe. So we're going to do that. Let's take that out, we don't want that in. So we're going to fry the scallops off now. They're going to be fried off. And then, I've not done this before, but I'm going to add the crab meat, but I'm going to fry the scallops off first. Just get them frying nicely. And they're going to be fried off first. And then we're going to add the lovely fresh crab meat. Now, this is beautiful. Can you see the crab meat there? Can you see that? It's beautiful. Absolutely, I'm going to try it. It's beautiful, spectacular. Really gorgeous. So they're frying off now. Make sure they're on there. So sorry, turn it up about that. So anyway, whilst those are frying off nicely, what have you been up to? It's been quite a while since I've seen you. So I think it was probably December time. So I apologise for that, but it has been very busy. So anyway, tell me what you've been doing, what you've been up to, if you've been cooking any of my recipes. Or I know Millie's been cooking. She's been doing amazing. I'm so proud of her. She's cooked you some beautiful dishes. So, yeah, so tell me what you think to Millie's cooking. I'm so proud that she started to do that, because it's so important. Yeah, it really is, especially for little Archie, because he now can try lots of different foods. So these scallops now, or scallops as you call them, as you can see, are cooking off gorgeously. So we just need to do a bit more. So you just fry them off, because Coquilles Saint-Jacques, you put it in the scallop shells and then it goes back in the oven to finish off. So you just cook them through. You don't want to overcook them, because you're going to be cooking them again. So that's looking very nice. Those scallops are. Woo! Let's turn it down a little bit now, because it's starting to pop. So can you see there? Can you smell it? I wish you could smell through the camera. Gorgeous. Can you see the scallops? All these scallops here. Yeah, how beautiful are they? So there you go, that cooked off lovely. And then what I'm going to do is going to add just a little bit of crab meat. I've never done this before, so I don't think it's going to differ from the taste. I think it'll just add to it. So just going to pop a little bit in there, as you can see, into the mixture. And we're going to just fry that off as well. Now my sauce is really nice. You must keep stirring your sauce. I know I haven't for a little bit, but you must keep stirring it. So the crab meat is actually already cooked. It's just hand-picked. I'm just warming it through to mix in with the scallops. So that's really nice. It's looking beautiful. I'll show you in a minute. And then I'm going to have to find a big spoon. So here we go. I'm not going to season this, because the taste of the sea is so beautiful. And I've already seasoned the white wine sauce, so I'm not going to season the scallops. Can you see that? How beautiful is that? There with the crab meat, the scallops, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It smells delicious. So now they're cooked through. I'm just going to add, so I don't know how much I need, so I've made quite a lot of sauce. So I'm going to pour, can you see? I'm pouring on, I can't show you. So there you go. So I poured some of the white wine sauce in, and then I'm just going to fold it in. So we don't want too much, because we're going to put it in the scallop shell. I think I've made too much actually for the scallop shells, but it's better to overcook than undercook. So I'll add a little bit more sauce there into there, like this. Made quite a lot of sauce there, which is good to know for next time I make them. And there you go. So there is your, can you see? That's your coquilles Saint-Jacques with the white wine sauce, the scallops, the crab meat. Beautiful that's going to be. So I might just add a little bit more crab meat into that, just to add to the taste. There we go. It's looking yummy. So we'll have to see what it's like to taste it with the crab meat in. It's going to have a little taste test now, because we can taste it like this. The sauce is gorgeous. The onions, the mushrooms, out of this world. I said I was going to add more seasoning, but I've added the cayenne pepper, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to add some black pepper. Just hold hand fire. Yep. Now the recipe doesn't say to do this, but I am going to do this because I just feel it needs it from tasting that. It's always good to taste your food as you go along, because you can tell, once you get experience in cooking, you can tell what it needs and what it doesn't. So I've just added a little bit of black pepper there. Just felt it needed a little bit in there. I know I put the cayenne, but it just needed a little bit of black pepper. It definitely needed that. So I think that's absolutely beautiful. So we don't want to make it too runny, because we're going to go in the scallop shells. Because this is how you present coquilles Saint-Jacques. So this is what we're going to do. So here's your scallop shell, nice and cleaned out. And then you pop that in. Make sure you get plenty of sauce, the crab meat, if you do crab meat, and the scallops. Or scallops, as I say. So here we go. So I've got, in that scallop shell, I've got about 3 scallops in there. Can you see in there? And that's the first stage. We haven't finished this yet, so that's yummy. So I'm just going to put that down for now and let that rest. And then I'm going to fill the other one. What I'm going to do. So yes, I think 3 scallops is plenty. Make sure you get some mushrooms in, some of the crab meat, plenty sauce. Yeah, it's looking amazing. Woo. There we go. Coquilles Saint-Jacques. But like I said, it's not finished yet. We have to do another step. So I don't know if I've overfilled these. Maybe I have. I don't know, but anyway, it's better to be plentiful than not. So I'll just turn that off now. I'm going to put that mixture to the side, so we can have that for later. So that's that. So the coquilles Saint-Jacques, what we do then is, I need to find out, 1 second. It has mashed potato on the top. So I've pre-made the mash. I'll get that out of here. I've got a piping bag, and I've got a nice nozzle for piping. 1 second. So I have pre-made this, but if you don't know how to make mashed potato, it's just boiling your boiled potatoes, some Maris potatoes, or agria, I don't know if you have agria, and put butter in and then mash. So I've just done those. So I've just done a few like that. And what we do for, I don't want to put this, it's plastic on the hot bit, so I don't want it to melt. I've got a piping bag here, and we just put the potato into the piping bag. Because what we're going to do is pipe potato onto the top of the scallop shells, on top of the coquilles Saint-Jacques, which will be really nice. So there we go. I hope I've done enough. I'll put the little last bit in. So a nice buttery mashed potato is great for this. So we've got that in there. I love mashed potato. I could eat mashed potato on its own. So okay, everyone. So we've got that in our piping bag, like this. So we squeeze it down, so we get it just the end, and then I think I've overfilled these scallop shells. I think I put too many in, but anyway, we're going to have a go. So here we get your scallop shell, and then your pipe, and then your pipe, and then your pipe. Just pipe your mashed potato on top like that. And then, oops, getting a bit messy, but anyway, I'll have to practice this. So here you've got your piped potato on top for your Coquilles Saint-Jacques. Yummy. There you go. So a little bit more. There you go. I think I need to practice on my piping skills, but anyway, it'll do. It will do for now. So yeah, I think I've overfilled them, and we're going to pipe it on, this one on a bit more. So yeah, I think I need to practice my piping skills a bit more, but it'll be fine for now. So there you go, Coquilles Saint-Jacques with mashed potato on top, but my piping skills aren't great. I'm going to have to work on that. But anyway, yeah, that's a bit of a worry. But I think I've overfilled them as well. So yeah, I think practice makes perfect. I need to practice on that a bit more, but it's still beautiful. It's going to taste yummy. So I think the potatoes are okay, the mixture's okay. Work on my piping skills and we'll be absolutely fine. So I think I need a different piping end for that. But I can do that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Like I said, tell me what you think. So what you do then is pop those in the oven on a baking tray and cook them for about 15 minutes on about 180. You also can, depending on if you like cheese, you can add mozzarella cheese. So I've got some grated mozzarella and we just add that on top. So I think that's a good idea because it covers up my piping, my terrible piping. But there you go, it's a Coquilles Saint-Jacques. Let me know what you think and let me know if you make it. Anyway, thank you everyone, and it's been lovely showing you this and cooking with you again. So take care everyone, lots of love and God bless. And I haven't got my cup of tea today, I'm sorry. But anyway, God bless and love you all. Bye.